We need to talk about the internet again. A positive pregnancy test is now being treated like a career-ending scandal. The Whitney Simmons mass unfollowing felt like a cultural protest. And we've officially entered the era where being anti-mom is basically a personality trait. From the girl with the list detailing hundreds or more reasons why motherhood is a biological curse, to the ick people get when a gym influencer swaps the squat rack for a stroller. The message is clear. A woman's value expires the second she stops being a main character and enters motherhood. Today we're breaking down why feminism is actually being used to mask misogyny, and why someone like myself is actually a little bit disgusted in the anti-mom culture. I have my reasons and we'll get there eventually, but for now, let's just get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Javona Dang, and I have been a faith-based creator, but lately I've kind of been shifting into internet topics because let's just be real, the internet sucks. And though I am doing YouTube, you know what kind of internet I'm talking about. There's a specific internet that we all hate, and that internet loves drama, loves gossip, okay? These people on this side of the internet love to stir things up, love to make everything controversial, and most importantly, love to just hate people. So for as long as I've been on the internet, people love to throw the word misogyny around. Let me zoom in on my camera. I feel like this conversation is about to get real deep, okay? Women who post their life around their health, their fitness journeys, they have a certain discipline, peak physical form, advice for becoming your healthiest self. And let's be real, super inspirational, okay? I actually just followed a bunch of them because I'm trying to get into the best shape of my life, guys. But the thing that made me crash out was the moment somebody like Whitney Simmons posts that she's pregnant, everybody is like freaking out because now all her content's gonna be about motherhood. And she's pregnant, mind you. And the gym content hasn't stopped. She's continuing to upload out of her free will for her followers. Now, if you don't know Whitney Simmons, she is a creator on YouTube and TikTok, even Instagram, but she started on YouTube and she's been in the game for years. She's known for expressing her mental health, her physical health, all kinds of things that are health related. So after her announcement video, I kept coming across videos of other women saying that they were unfollowing Whitney Simmons for bringing a baby into this world because of everything bad that is happening in the world. And I believe it was after the Epstein files were released too, where this person came out and spoke about how Whitney Simmons bringing a baby into the world is selfish.
No shade and no disrespect, but the second I see a chick start posting wedding content, bride content, bachelorette content, baby content, pregnancy content, I bow out.
So on this girl's video, people started talking about Whitney Simmons, literally one of the least problematic influencers out there. All she does is very positive workout content for the girlies, but I guess that's a problem now because she's pregnant. And there's so many comments saying like, oh wow, you're having another one, huh? In this climate? Smart. And Whitney, she did not need to jump in, but she jumped into this girl's comment section and said, disappointed because, ? I am a 33-year-old woman and have been with my husband for 9 years. If you actually followed anything I've done in the last 10 years, you'd know I've always talked about being a mom one day.
It is so hard to bite my tongue when people are announcing pregnancies and engagements, and I'm like, do you not see the world falling apart and you're trying to selfishly start a family? That is...
Anyway, here's my baby girl. She's 16 weeks old. John and I cannot wait for her to enter the world and for us to meet this little human being. Are you kidding? There are always crazy things happening in the world and human beings keep going. This is how we are choosing to keep going. And some may view that as selfish, but I view it as living for somebody other than yourself. And that's what I get to do every single day with my love, John, and this little girl. I have always wanted to be a mother, and there is no shame in that. So surprise, guys!
That actually made me pause for a little bit because it's so true that when things go bad in the world, just like how when they go bad at home, people look to their moms, people look to women. Like, women are supposed to be the savior of the world. Why are you having children? Why are you gonna make the state of the world worse by having more children? It's selfish. You're being selfish. Like I mentioned earlier, the internet celebrates women who embody control, productivity, and aesthetic body goals, or just overall aesthetics, romanticizations of life. But when their bodies shift towards nurturing life, there's this subtle message that they're no longer relevant. This isn't even a new topic, guys. This has been circulating the world for 50 years almost, since the 1970s, if not longer, some radical feminists described the womb as being a biological trap. Meaning, if you were to have a baby in the state of the world, you're trapped biologically by that baby because you are not able to contribute to the world by getting a job or getting out of the house. To be honest, that's my opinion. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I digress. I don't think the answer to get past these limitations that women do tend to have is to devalue and minimize motherhood. To me, real feminism, real empowerment would mean honoring a woman in every single season of her life. If I were to become pregnant and my own family started telling me I'm not valued anymore, or my friends started telling me you're not as productive anymore and I can't look up to you anymore, I'd honestly bust into tears. I'd feel like I played myself by having a literal baby, by literally bringing life into the world. If these people on the internet were in Whitney Simmons' face telling her that, I guarantee you they would not be as big-headed and as bold as they are online. Let me lock in for this one, because as a Christian, and I hear people say that the world is too broken to bring a child into it, I completely understand. I get it. Trust me, it's literally written that this world is cursed. But I also think of Philippians 4:13 that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I feel like motherhood is included in that. Not in a way where it feels like there's a lot of pressure, but in a hopeful way. Because honestly, if your version of liberation only comes from a child-free woman, then that's not really freedom. And frankly, it's literally just another cage that you're putting women into. Quick disclaimer though, I am not bashing women who are child-free, let alone women who can't even have children to begin with. I am simply just stating my opinion on the topic surrounding the Whitney Simmons mass unfollowing. So anyway, what was I saying? The anti-mom backlash is literally telling women that if you're not going to post the content that I want, and this is just relating to the internet, by the way, I don't even know how it is in real life. Like I mentioned, if this was a real life scenario, I'd be very hurt by my family and friends. But the internet is basically saying, if I can't use your body as fitness goals or eye candy, then I'm over it and you're irrelevant. Is it really feminism to hate motherhood?
The topic about unfollowing people and the issue of some of you being incapable of looking at things beyond the surface level. Okay, because I made a video the other day talking about how if you unfollow women simply because they are pregnant, I said like if their content stays the same, but they just simply get pregnant and you're unfollowing them, I think that's a little bit anti-women. Whatever, like I said that, okay? And I gave a bunch of disclaimers, like, but at the end of the day, do whatever you want. No one is entitled to your follow, whatever. And so many of my comments are like, I can do whatever I want. Who are you? Who are you? You don't pay my bills. No one has to give any reason to unfollow. Like, social media is fake. Like, this is such a non-issue. Social media is fake. Social media is fake. Like the whole like follow and unfollow, like it is stupid. It is stupid. Okay, like it's such like whatever. But to say it's such a non-issue to me is like you are incapable of looking at things beyond their surface level, right? Because the act of like so many of you like read those comments. Some of you read those comments are just like I don't want to see pregnant people. I don't want to see pregnant people. I don't care if their content stays the same. I don't want to see pregnant people. Like some people are actually saying that. I'm not making it up. And to me, that just feeds into like our society is so anti-women as it is. Like the government is actively trying to take away rights from women. Like women are being hate crimed like all the time, right? Like, and to simply say that you're like, ew, I don't want to look at a pregnant person. Ew, I don't want to look at a pregnant person. Like, ew. Like there are underlying messages there. And for you to just say, this is such a non-issue, who cares? It's social media. This is so fake. You are incapable of looking at things beyond just what they are. Like you need to like think deeper and look at things like deeper and figure out like why we're feeling this way. Like,
and then we have the girl with the list, which I get it. Pregnancy hormones look insane. Okay, I've seen them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, she's a viral, or I think there are multiple viral women on TikTok who have a long list of the cons and the biological cons of having a child, the hormone shifts that women often get when they have a child. Some include like large feet, big nose, skin rashes, all kinds of things that women tend to get. Some women tend to get when they're pregnant. These facts are real. Like motherhood, from what I've seen in videos, online testimonials, motherhood can be a huge roller coaster, okay? And as someone who's not yet a mother, it does seem a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what's so fascinating to me, on top of what I talked about earlier, are the reactions. We live in a culture that's almost obsessed with, like, if there's discomfort, detachment. We need fast hacks. We need instant results for everything, and we need it to go smooth. Like, we want the prize without the process. But even in the Bible, there's a pruning process. Honestly, if you look at the list and it changes your perception about motherhood, I want you to think about something. When we look at a list of cons and decide that that life with a child isn't worth it because we're uncomfortable, we're saying that comfort is essentially more important than legacy or than a character, than a human being. So is the world too chaotic to have kids right now? Honestly, yes. The world is going to be chaotic. The world has been under shambles. For people who are saying, I would never bring a child into this world or into this climate, I want you to focus on the present, the now, and the beauty of humanity. I happen to love human beings, and I think human beings are precious, especially little baby human beings. I think they are precious, and they bring so much joy into such a chaotic world. And on top of that, the world has been in shambles since the beginning of time, literally since Adam and Eve. And if our ancestors waited for a perfect world or a high GDP, I can almost guarantee you that none of us would be here right now. When an egg is fertilized and when it meets the sperm, literally a spark of light happens and life instantly begins. Sorry if you didn't hear that snap the first time. I got it there the second time. But light literally sparks in the womb. And it's almost as if light from God, from heaven, is coming down into the womb, and that child has an opportunity to actually change the world.
Video is under a special microscope and showing the moment of conception. The very moment that the sperm enters the egg, there is a flash of light. And the light has entered the world.
I have a lot of faith in humanity. I have a lot of faith in motherhood, and to see people bashing it down genuinely rubs me the wrong way, but also breaks my heart. I feel like pregnancy and motherhood is not something that should be a burden, let alone something that should be avoided. If you've always wanted a child, and if TikTok or the internet is changing your mind, let this be your sign to do your own research. First of all, it's really stressful out here on the internet, guys. I say this all the time. I'm a social media manager. I see too much. Now that I've gotten my opinion out, it's time to get a little bit real with you guys, okay? This isn't just my opinion. And as you can see, I'm a little bit more biased in it, clearly. But I've actually been struggling with infertility for a couple years now. I'm totally fine, okay? But seeing people come for moms who genuinely are so blessed to carry life in them, actually, like I mentioned, breaks my heart, because not only is the child a gift, it's a reward. I feel like it's a partnership with God, if you will. Like I said, as someone who hasn't reached that yet, I admire these women and I look up to these women. So it has been a little hard to see the world mock motherhood as somebody on an infertility journey myself, but it's all in God's timing and I'm not rushing anything. I'm actually really enjoying life with my husband, just us two, more lately, because it was so heavy on me that I had no choice but to enjoy like the present and my marriage. So I'm fine. Where do you guys stand though? Like, what's your opinion on all of this? Do you have your personal reasons why you love or hate anti-mom TikTok? And yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I want to leave you guys on a good note from Psalm 127. It says, children are a heritage from the Lord. If you are a mom struggling with conceiving, or if you are a mom who is seeing all of this and kind of getting triggered, and even if you're regretting having kids, or if you're somebody who sees this and you actually agree with all of those posts, either way, children are a heritage, and at one point you were a child, so you are a heritage to this earth. To those of you watching in agreement, let's be the community that cheers these moms on and roots for new moms. Life is way too short to stay in any season forever. You move on, you grow, and as life's seasons change, so do your own seasons change. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and appreciate all of you. I pray that the Lord blesses and keeps every single one of you. Please leave any prayer requests down below. Stay tuned for my next topic, and I will see you guys then. Bye.